time.
The human race once ruled Tyria. Now, we struggle to hold our ground. We've been defeated, driven back, broken, but we will not surrender. So many nations have fallen. Only Krita still stands. Our faith is strong despite the silence of the six gods. With courage, we'll make our stand in divinity's reach. The city is my home. I grew up on the streets. Although I have friends, my life has always been hard. I've faced the worst this city could throw at me, and I sent it home bleeding. I'm done living hand to mouth. There's a war on our doorstep, and I refuse to be buried by it. Today I stepped outside Divinity's reach, hoping to find better luck outside the city. Problem is, when I arrived in Shaymore, the village was under attack by centaurs. Innocent villagers are in danger. Someone has to help.
I didn't expect our little warrior man.
I can take care of myself. But that's not enough anymore. Someone has to help those who can't.
Oh, okay, that's a little better reasoning.
This is my story.
So I kind of cut in a little early there, but most humans get a very similar story like that, but it changes some of the stuff based upon what you chose in the beginning. Which is pretty neat. I'd say that's really interesting. I don't know how it's going to run yet with fraps going, but I guess we'll see once it loads up. There we go. Seems to run okay, but there's no sound. There it goes. I guess it was doing that on its own.
Everybody get to the inn.
We can protect you at the inn. Yeah, sure. I came out here to fight, though. Why would I go to the inn? Yeah, in fact, I'm gonna fight you right now. Stop attacking the villagers, dude. Jerk. Oh boy. So I've kind of had some deal with this. I'm gonna see what it's like doing a warrior this time. So what Guild Wars does is it bases your attacks on the weapon that you're wielding, which is kind of realistic in a sense anyway. But each weapon has its own skill tree. So like right now I'm using a sword, and if you look down here where my mouse is, I don't know if you can see it, but down at the skill tree area, it'll show all the skills I have and the skills I'm learning. The skill I'm learning is kind of highlighted. So it's pretty neat. I like the system so far. Everyone has a heal ability that you can activate, and it has a cooldown. There's no potions or anything, I don't think. So it's pretty interesting with that too. Let's see what's going on over here.
You have something to report. Sergeant, there are more centaurs on the other side of town. Captain Thackeray's calling for reinforcements at the garrison.
If he's calling for help, it must be serious. But I can't spare anyone.
I'll go. Captain Thackeray's never failed Divinity's reach. If I can help him, I will.
Balthazar bless you. That's the spirit that'll win this war. Good luck.
Excuse me. So anyway, there you go. So all the attacks are based like that. It's very MMO-ish with the right click and everything. But other than that, I really do like the system. It feels very much like a one-player game, which is surprising to me. You can even dodge by like double tapping W or something. Kind of like how you sprint in Minecraft. Yeah, I know where to go. I'm messing around. Yeah, this is it's gonna be different. I don't think perhaps it's used to recording at this kind of quality normally. This is a little bit better quality for an MMO, I have to say. I do like that about it. Like I said, it really does feel much like a one-player game. Looks like my character's wet right now because it's raining, so that's really cool. Probably it's based on, like, you know, performance stuff and everything, but, you know, it's still neat that the MMO can have this feel to it. What I didn't show is that you could dye your armor and everything. You could, like, I went with the gold and red because it kind of matches what I was going for anyway. But you could dye it to different colors. Like, I think there's around maybe 20 colors or so. Something like that. Don't quote me on that. So here's some people right here. The green people are all NPCs. These teal colored people with the names above them, those are players. And what I like about it is they have events and everything that happen, like world events that happen pretty often. And what they do is they pretty much are like public quests from Warhammer, if I understand correctly. And they pretty much invite everyone in the area to come help with this event. And when you help with the event, you get a little status like I just did with the gold or there. And this will say it too, like it'll say event has appeared or something like that, and you help them defeat the event, you get a ranking based on how much you contributed. I think you get like, I think you said gold, something called karma, and something else. If you see on the mini-map down here, it's a little orange circle shows the area. So I'm going to try to get over here, and apparently not. Got interrupted somehow. So I have this hamstring ability. I have my your first attack is usually like your auto attack. It's like, see how he's auto attacking, though I don't know what's going on otherwise. My elementalist didn't seem to have a problem too much with this, but then again I wasn't melee as my elementalist, so that could be an issue. We're supposed to be attacking this hand, but for some reason it keeps stopping, and I'm not sure why. Normally it doesn't do that. Yeah. Okay, so apparently I had to be over here. Now I'll fight this thing. I really do like the humans, because they're, I always like the underdog type thing, and humans always seem like an underdog in these games, because there's always other races that seem like they have more experience and everything. So it's really interesting. And that happens, and well, I was right underneath that. So what's going on? No, it's not too bad. I'm not really sure what to say about this. It's interesting. There's probably a bunch of people who live in Guild Wars 2 already. But
Where am I? What happened?
You were injured when the elemental exploded. Captain Thackeray brought you here personally. You've been unconscious for 3 days. You had lots of visitors. Villagers you rescued, some seraph, and a nervous, shady-looking character who came by every day, but wouldn't give his name.
That'd be my friend Quinn. You might want to check your supply cabinets. I'll find out what he wanted once I'm fully recovered. What should I do now?
Fresh air and exercise are the best medicine. The goddess Duena helped you. Perhaps you could help others?
Thanks, I will. And thanks for taking such good care of me.
Bless you. You'll find plenty to do out in the valley. May Duena protect you.
so yeah, there you go. That's the beginning storyline for the humans there. So I guess I could choose between you get different weapons and stuff you can use too. Like right now I have a one-handed sword, and right now I'm going to equip this warhorn, and that gives me a different set of abilities over here in my offhand slots. Now if I was dual wielding something, I'd do the same thing.
Over here. If you want to know what's going on in the valley, come talk to me.
I'll talk to you in a bit, buddy. So what happens is I guess I have an adrenaline meter, and you see what that does. But so if you're using two weapons, then you have 3 skills on your main hand and 2 skills on your offhand. And if you're using a two-handed weapon, then you have 5 skills on your two-handed weapon, which is really nice. It's interesting.
Fields beyond Shaymore are Kryta's breadbasket. Since the Centaur attack, citizens are trying to rebuild their lives. but it's tough with bandits and dangerous wildlife roaming the area. Don't wait for an invitation. Jump in and help them.
Okay, so with all these hearts on there, that's the way quests work in this game. You go to these little heart icons, and they'll say, we need this done, or something.
This is a waypoint. Waypoints appear on your compass, which is in the lower
Yeah.
right corner of your screen. You can also see them on the world map, which you can access by pressing M. Press M again to close the world map. To teleport to a waypoint, open your world map, and click on the waypoint to which you want to travel. If you wish to improve your skills, watch for special challenges. They'll test and teach you.
It pretty much tells you everything right there. So, yeah. The waypoints are very nice. Like, see, I'll even demonstrate. I'll go over here. Oh, I went the wrong way. What do I do now? You just click on the little teleport thing, cost me 4 copper, and blah blah, I'm right there. It's very simple, very fast traveling technique. I really like that. I really like that it feels open like that. I don't have to wait around for travel. You find little waypoints and everything. You get experience for exploring. The other thing, too, that I really like is you get experience for crafting. So if you wanted to, you could just craft pretty much from right now. If you have all the ingredients, you could craft from right now to whatever level you like, and it'll give you experience, and you can basically craft your way to the max level if you like. Which I found is really interesting. I mean, you can make a really good roleplay character like that if you wanted to. So here on the right, it's a help farmer Dia. So I have to do various tasks that may help. In this case, it's feeding cows, stomping out these little holes right here. You always seem to have like some sort of combat and non-combat way so far. I mean, some of them require combat. There's various events that do require combat regardless. Obviously, some people are better at this than others. My mage was having a little bit harder time with these guys, which I'm killing super fast. Now see, here's this new event nearby. Protect the hay bales from bandits. So what happens is, I'm now part of like a random event that happens every so often. It's not random in what it does, but it's random is when it appears, to my knowledge. And you basically just help them defend, or do whatever the objective is. And you want to save the hay bales, which that person's doing right now. For me, I probably just want to fight everything and keep everything at bay. After this, I'll start, we'll do the next story event, and then I'll probably stop there. That way I can get my bearings, learn a little more about the warrior class, so I don't have to, screw you guys. There we go. Wasn't sure what I was doing there. There we go. Alright, now you can just drop that. Whenever you equip something that isn't a weapon, it'll show up down there too, as your currently equipped weapon. And it has its own skills and things you can do too. It's really interesting that way. Stop, bandits. Get out of here. Now, here's this system right here. You can revive someone who's dead anytime you like. Anytime. I mean, you can do it in combat and everything, but if they hit you, I think it stops it. But what I really like about that is that you don't need to be a healer class to be able to revive people. So what happened there is I actually finished a challenge, or I finished the quest that we were doing. That's a rogue type person, I think. Yeah, it looks like it. So I finished the quest we were doing at the same time as events going on. But it still doesn't mean it's over. I'd probably like to finish the event because you get extra experience and all that stuff too.
Save my hay.
Yeah, I know, dude.
You can throw a bucket of water, you can help.
Oh, they're doing it already. I guess I have a charge ability. See, each thing kind of dips you with something different. Like, I could dual wield this Warhorn and something else. And it'll give me different,
That's how it's done.
different effects and everything. Oh. So shit's on fire everywhere, apparently. Doo-doo-doo. So yeah, most of the stuff's like this. It's gonna be interesting.